Hello, class. Raul Rodriguez here, and I'm here to talk about social media. Social media has affected our lives in a very big way, whether we think so or not. It affects our life decisions. It's how some of us communicate with our families. It's how some of us gather information. It's how we stay connected to the world. I use it mostly for information gathering. I spend a lot of time on social media watching videos. I like watching the news, funny videos, and movie clips. I seldomly use it for communication purposes. Every now and then I'll get an old army buddy who reaches out to me. And for the most part, I usually just give him my phone number and tell him, give me a call. I prefer face-to-face communication or FaceTime equivalent. It's easier for me to communicate that way because I'm able to express emotion, and I'm able to read the emotion from the person that I'm talking to. It's kind of hard for me to do that when I'm reading a post or through a text message, for example. Some of the good things I see with social media, when I got out of the active component, I had to transition into the civilian side through the military, or from the military. And I created a LinkedIn account, put my resume out there, and put my profile picture to show potential employers. And it got me a couple of jobs, job interviews, excuse me. And I was able to get a job that way, because transitioning out of the military into the civilian side is pretty difficult. But social media made that a little easier because you're able to get yourself out there. Now, some of the bad things. Once you put something on social media, it's out there. You're not going to get it back. So you have to be very, very careful with what you put, because your message could be misinterpreted. Somebody could potentially get upset, and you may get in trouble, maybe from your job, or you might get a lot of nasty messages from random people. So you have to be very, very careful. It could be a very powerful tool if you are careful with what you post on there. Another downside I see to it is people are pressured to put their perfect life on their social media. I personally do not like to do that. I don't really like to put my business out there. I like to keep my life private. It was even pretty difficult for me to even put my resume and my profile picture in the LinkedIn thing, but I was able to land a job, so it benefited me. But an example that I had was I had a soldier who, I'll be honest with you, I thought his life was perfect. He was living in a mansion, had a Ferrari. I'm exaggerating, of course, but his life was good according to his social media. And when I had a phone call with this soldier, he was telling me he was having a very, very difficult time. And I'm glad he told me, because, well, I was able to, tell him about his benefits that he hasn't been using, and it helped him get his life in order. And I would have never known that, like I said, unless he told me. And I feel that we're a little bit pressured to make our lives perfect on there. The only reason that I even have a social media is really I like to watch videos on there. Every now and then I'll get, like I said, an old soldier who reaches out to me, and I'll tell him, I was like, hey man, here's my phone number. How about you give me a call? But that's just my preference. I'm not saying that social media is a bad thing. Like, as I said before, it could be a very, very powerful tool as long as it is used carefully. Let me know what you guys think. I'm actually kind of curious to hear different perspectives about this, because, well, social media, whether we like it or not, is a very, very big part of our lives. So hope to hear from y'all.